I didn't marry my husband because I was madly in love with him. That's the part I never admit out loud. Not to my friends, not to my family, not even to myself most days. But if I'm being honest, if I strip away all the pretty words and excuses, I married him because he felt safe. Safe, steady, dependable. Like the kind of car that will never break down on the side of the road. And at the time, after years of dating disasters and dramatic selfish men, safe felt like the smartest choice I could make. It just didn't feel exciting. Ryan wasn't flashy. He wasn't the loud guy in the room telling jokes and buying shots. He didn't flirt with waitresses or have girls sliding into his DMs. He wore the same practical sneakers for years and got excited about things like refinancing rates and grocery store coupons. He was the kind of guy who compared insurance plans for fun. The kind of guy who arrived 10 minutes early to everything. The kind of guy who quietly fixed things around the house without ever mentioning it. He remembered my mom's birthday. He packed my lunch when I worked late. He filled my gas tank when he borrowed my car. He loved me in these small, invisible ways that didn't look romantic in photos, but made life easier every single day. Back then, I called that husband material, with a laugh. Like it was a compliment with an eye roll attached. But when he proposed, kneeling in our tiny living room because he said he was too nervous to do it in public, I still said yes immediately. Not because my heart was racing. Not because I couldn't imagine life without him. But because I thought, this is what smart women choose. Stability, security, a good man. Love can grow later, right? The first year of marriage was fine, comfortable, calm. We bought a little townhouse and adopted a dog and built routines. Sundays were for groceries and meal prep. Weeknights were for Netflix and folding laundry together. We went to bed at the same time. Woke up at the same time. Nothing dramatic ever happened. And that was kind of the problem. Nothing dramatic ever happened. My friends were still dating exciting guys, traveling, posting rooftop cocktails and spontaneous weekend trips. Their lives looked loud and colorful and messy and alive. Mine felt beige. Just beige. Dinner, dishes, sleep, repeat. Ryan would talk about savings accounts and long-term goals and home renovations, and I'd nod while scrolling Instagram, watching other women live what looked like better lives. Somewhere along the way, I started confusing peace with boredom. I started looking at him and thinking, is this really it? Is this the rest of my life? This quiet, predictable man and this quiet, predictable house? It didn't help that he paid for almost everything. He made more money than I did and insisted on covering most of the bills. Mortgage, utilities, insurance, vacations. He always said, "You save yours. I've got us." At first, it felt sweet, protective. Then it became normal. Then it became expected. And slowly, something ugly grew inside me. I stopped seeing him as my partner. I started seeing him as my safety net. If I hated my job, it didn't matter. Ryan had it covered. If I overspent, it didn't matter. Ryan would handle it. If anything went wrong, Ryan would fix it. He became less like a husband and more like a solution, like a walking paycheck. I hate admitting that, but it's true. I started going out more with friends, saying yes to every girl's night, staying late after work, posting pictures and chasing compliments from strangers. At home, I gave him whatever energy I had left, which wasn't much. He'd try to talk to me about his day, and I'd scroll my phone while half listening. He'd plan a date night, and I'd say I was tired. He'd get excited about something small, like a promotion opportunity, and I'd barely look up. One night he stopped mid-sentence and said, "Are you even hearing me?" And I lied and said yes. But I couldn't have repeated a single thing he said. I started making jokes about him too, little ones at first. He's basically a grandpa. He gets excited about spreadsheets. He's so boring. Everyone laughed. And every time they laughed, I felt validated. Like my disappointment was justified. Like I deserved better. I didn't realize how cruel I sounded. Or maybe I did, and just didn't care. The worst moment was at dinner with friends when someone asked how married life was. Without even thinking, I laughed and said, "It's like having a really responsible roommate who pays for everything." Everyone cracked up. Ryan smiled politely, but his eyes went flat. I saw it happen, and I still didn't take it back. I kept acting like he was the problem, like his steadiness was suffocating me, like his love was somehow lacking just because it wasn't dramatic. Then one night I told him he was boring during an argument about money. I wanted to book an expensive girls' trip. He gently suggested we save for house repairs instead. I snapped and called him cheap and boring. The look on his face still haunts me. Not angry, just hurt. Like I'd finally said out loud what he'd been afraid I thought all along. After that, something changed. He stopped trying so hard, stopped planning things, stopped asking me to hang out, stopped reaching for my hand. At first, I felt relieved. More space, less pressure. Then the house got quiet. Too quiet. We became polite strangers sharing a bed. And I told myself it was fine. This was what I wanted. Freedom, independence, less clingy affection. So why did it feel so lonely? The day he left wasn't dramatic. No screaming match, no slam doors. I came home from work and half the house was empty. His books were gone, his chair was gone, the dog bed was gone. My heart started racing. There was an envelope on the counter with my name on it, divorce papers, and one note. I can't keep being someone you tolerate. I want to be with someone who actually wants me. I hope you find what you're looking for. That was it. No begging, no fighting, no second chance. Just done. I expected to feel sad. Instead, I felt panic, because suddenly the mortgage was mine. The utilities were mine. Everything was mine. My fun money paycheck barely covered anything. I realized I didn't even know how to set up half the bills. I didn't know who our plumber was, or the insurance login, or how much things actually cost. Ryan had handled all of it quietly for years. All the boring stuff I never noticed. All the stuff that kept our life running. The first time something broke in the house, I sat on the kitchen floor and cried because I didn't know who to call. And for the first time, I didn't miss what he paid for. I missed him. His calm voice, his quiet competence, his, "I'll handle it." The things I used to mock. Months later, I saw him downtown. He looked different. Lighter. Happier. Like someone had taken a weight off his shoulders. New clothes. Better haircut. Smiling. Actually smiling. And there was a girl with him, holding his hand and laughing at something he said. He looked at her the way he used to look at me. Like she mattered. Like he was lucky to have her. My chest hurt in a way I didn't expect. Not jealousy. Not anger. Just crushing regret. Because I finally understood. He wasn't boring. He was peaceful. He wasn't lame. He was stable. He wasn't holding me back. He was holding everything together, and I treated him like he was disposable. It's been a year now. I live in a small apartment. Work overtime. Actually budget. Actually appreciate what things cost. Things Ryan carried for me without ever complaining. He's engaged. I saw it online. She looks sweet. Grateful. The kind of woman who probably listens when he talks. The kind of woman who probably thanks him for the little things. The kind of woman who won't mistake love for boredom. And sometimes I lie awake replaying everything I said. Every eye roll, every joke. Every time I chose my phone over his voice. Because excitement fades. Drama fades. Butterflies fade. But a man who shows up every day and chooses you quietly and consistently? That's rare. And I threw it away because I thought I deserved something more thrilling. Turns out I already had the best thing. I just didn't recognize it until someone else got to keep him.